Call from Kansas City. We'll hand it over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs chirping.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. They'll look to throw here. Got a man open. It's the Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Amari Cooper, 26 yards. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So here are the Chiefs now as they get set for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the final pick of the first round in 2018 out of Louisville. It's Lamar Jackson. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters a normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, Peterson. And an alley to run. Adrian Peterson. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Adrian Peterson, 73 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it second down and 12. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter as they've got it second down and 12. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
91. 26 left. Big stop, G. Big stop.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got a man. It's Kellen Winslow. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
30 big. He's checking.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Right back to Sanders on first down. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll get this one complete to T.O. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Makes sense. First catch here in the first half for the 6-time Pro Bowler Terrell Owens, the only player in NFL history to be a first-team All-Pro for 3 different teams. That's absolutely nuts.
Set. 60 or.
They'll run with Sanders. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Once again with Sanders. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. Looking to throw. And caught by Cooper for a Miami touchdown. Amari Cooper. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That time a 9-play drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Adrian Peterson now getting ready to go again on offense. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Jackson, here's a screen to Powell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now it's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. 36 yards on the play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Going for it all to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half.
Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. A quick throw complete out to Beckham. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Here's Peterson. He's got it on the draw. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
3 down, 3 down. Go. I got 8.
They run again with Peterson. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
We got 4.
On 2nd down now. It's Peterson. And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football.
Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. 4 down. Check. Switch gears.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for the Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow. But it'll be 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. 2nd and 10. It's caught, Cooper. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will be out of bounds as the 3rd quarter comes to an end with an INT. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. After the interception, here's Jackson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's a give to Peterson. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Tight end's right.
To throw is Jackson. He's going to go up top for the end. That is caught by Moss for a Chiefs touchdown. Randy Moss, 29 yards. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. The fly route works for the TD ground.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did. All the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So the Dolphins now down by a field goal, 2:12 to play. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
Now how about that? Rattled by a big play on the previous snap, they bounced back, and that's exactly what they needed defensively, getting a big play of their own.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. That one complete to Okoye. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
They got the completion. Now, they probably had 2 plays called in the huddle, so they've got to get to the line of scrimmage, get set, and run their 4th down play.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. And he'll get this one complete to Winslow. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the 1st down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Another run with Sanders. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now all eyes shift over to the Chiefs, trailing by 4. 33 seconds to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's Holt. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
70, Indy. Watch the shit. Topper.
On second down, it's Sanders. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Come on, fellas.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and never an easy thing to come into Arrowhead and get the victory. One of the toughest places to play in the league, but they did it.
Some of the best fan support in the league. They take pride in it. They love their team. They rally around them, good and bad. But when it's good, it is so difficult to come into this place and get a win. From the time they sing the national anthem and finish it with the home of the Chiefs, you're in trouble right from that moment usually.
So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com/Madden. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.